morning. It's Monday, April 27th, and I just had some encouraging words to share with you today. A friend of mine is serving overseas, and she sent me this picture via text message the other day. Now, what is going on here? I mean, I can read central government, but beyond that, I just see a bunch of confusing arrows and blurry words, and I can't figure out at all what she's trying to tell me. I was very confused by this entire text. Then the bubbles started to appear, and she basically said, I feel like this picture is our life. It's kind of, blurry and out of focus, and really don't have an idea of what's going on. And we just kind of have to trust that God has a bigger picture in mind, and that our lives are intrinsically connected to other people's lives and to the whole of history in itself. If you start thinking about it for too long, your brain may start to smoke. But then she sent me this picture, and that is pretty mind-boggling, right? This is some sort of flow chart that she found on the internet, honestly. And you can see how our little central government piece right here deals with the rest of the story, right? Very complicated. I don't really know what's going on, but I can tell that something important is happening in this scenario, in this printout. And someone has put this together and has a plan, and it represents actual people and actual scenarios. I thought this was such a great way to look at our little blurry, tiny piece of the story. It's hard for us to live out our daily lives and recognize that they're part of something much larger, something very vast, something complex that is being attended to by someone who is far wiser, smarter, more compassionate, and more good than we are. And so I thought that picture was a great example of a scripture that I want to share with you. It's Isaiah 55, and it's verses 8 and 9. I actually shared the scripture in service a couple weeks ago. It says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so my ways are higher than yours, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts." That's the thing, is we just don't have the equipment to understand on the level that God is working. Just as much as I can look at this crazy flow chart and go, yep, I'm not smart enough to follow what's happening there. This is what God's doing on a global scale and on an eternal scale. So not just that it's concrete what's happening today with 7 billion people and their free will and interactions with each other, but also through thousands of years of human history. God has a plan. He's got a flow chart. He's working it out for the good of those who love him and the good of those who called according to his purpose. So I just want to encourage you in that today. If today feels fuzzy, if today feels confusing, if today feels like you just can't figure out how this could possibly fit into the big picture, you just need to trust that God's ways are higher than our ways, that he has a plan, that he has a purpose, and he's working it out. All right, guys, I'm really proud of you. Hang in there. We're going to get through this.